you think that the court does things other than decide cases? Saan po nakuha yung idea na yun? Sino yung nagpapakalat na pwede nilang gawin yan? Ma'am, bakit naiisip ninyo na pwedeng makialam ang Korte Suprema? A court cannot take sides. A court cannot be epal. They cannot make pronouncements without a case. Sinong nagkalat ng fake news na ito na pwedeng makialam ang Korte Suprema? Alam niyo ba, ma'am, kung sino ang magiging next VP pag nag-resign si Inday o na-impeach? Sino mga hindi nagbabasa ng saligang batas? Loka lang. Okay, ganito nangyayari. When there's a vacancy in the presidency, the vice president becomes the president. Thank you, Kay. Please, an army times 4. But when the vacancy is in the office of the vice president, the president will choose from either the House or the Senate, and it is affirmed by the two houses. Gets nyo? So pag walang bakante ang office of the vice president, the president chooses at mamimili siya from Congress or the Senate. Tapos ia-affirm. Alam niyo na. What's your take sa pagpunit ni Risa sa picture ni Sara? Number 1, hindi ko pinapansin yan si Risa, and I don't encourage people to do so. So halatang-halata naman napapansin na gimmick yun. Meron pang papunit-punit ng gano'n. Tapos wow, kadiri pa the way they were making punit. Parang, gano'n. Ay, yak. Papansin, sobra. Huwag na nun natin suklian ng pansin itong mga panis na gimmick. Gimmick halatang-halata. O ngayon, syempre, sinuklian si Senator Risa at ang daming may nag-flash ng picture niya sa toilet, may mga nagtapak-tapak sa kanya, and so on. Pero ang totoo niyan, ayoko talaga siyang pansinin kasi ang cheap na nga ng gimmick, tapos susuklian niya ng pansin, parang lumalabas, nag-succeed siya. Si Raul Manuel, magandang gabi. So si Congressman Raul Manuel ay nagreklamo dahil daw pinag-intay sila ng 17 hours ng Office of the Vice President at ayon sa kanya ni Hani Ho, wala daw pasabi ang Vice Presidente. Samantalang may mga medyo maldita na nagsasabi na habang nag-iintay ang ating magigiting na mga kongresista, ay nasa beach ang ating Vice Presidente sa Bicol. Nag-i-enjoy daw. So medyo may malisyoso at maldita yung pagkasabi ng mga yon. In the meantime, ito ang sabi ng Office of the Vice President. Fake news. Hindi pinag-hintay ni Vice ang ating mga kongresista. On the contrary. Diba? Sabi niya, as early as September 11 po yung date ng letter, pero September 16 natanggap ni Congressman Zia Alonto sa kanyang opisina. Si Congressman Zia Alonto Adyong ang budget sponsor po ng OVP. At ang sabi ni Vice, alam na ni Kong Adyong na hindi na dadalo si Vice Presidente. And that she leaves the deliberation of the OVP budget proposal to the plenary and entirely to the pleasure of the House of Representatives. So, nandun po yon sa kanyang sulat. Makikita niyo po yung sulat dito sa kanyang post sa Office of the Vice President. Sabi kasi andito sa kaliwa yung quote kay Congressman Raul Manuel that we waited for 17 hours, VP Sara's dodging of the budget debate. Sabi ni Congressman Raul. So, apparently, may nagpupusit tungkol dito sa kanyang hindi pagpapakita. But that's not the only thing na pinupusit nila. Nagkaroon po ng press conference today ang ating mga kongresista at naging malaking bahagi dito yung kanilang pag-express ng desire na sana dumating naman daw si VP Sara at mayroon pa pong hanggang bang date ngayon? Meron pa daw sila today and yun na nga, and then up to tomorrow until the final deliberation of the budget. So ang question, Bakit kailangan pa nilang intayin? Maliwanag naman sa pahayag ng ating Vice Presidente na hindi na po siya dadating and that she leaves this to the House. Ang tanong, bakit nag-i-insist ang mga kongresista na kailangan dumalo ang Vice Presidente? Let's have a look dun sa sinabi ng mga kongresista natin sa kanilang press conference. Ang sabi ni Congressman Conggun, mayroon daw constitutional obligation, ay constitutional responsibility ang Vice Presidente na dumalo sa budget hearing. Totoo ba to? Well, wala po tayong nakikita sa ating saligang batas na kailangan may personal presence ang head of agency sa mga budget deliberations. Bukod pa doon, ang sinasabi nila, there's a responsibility to defend the budget. So what is the simple meaning of defend? It means to resist an attack. And does the Congress or do congressmen or legislators have the obligation to attack the budget? Hindi. Another definition of defense would be to justify the budget. However, the justification has already been contained in the documents presented by the Vice President. So ano-ano yung mga ito? Mostly yung mga projects of the OVP include yung mga pagbibigay ng tulong through the satellite offices. Wala naman pong iba dahil hindi na po siya kalihim ng edukasyon. And so, very simple lang. Sabi ni Vice Presidente, simple lang at maliit lang ang OVP. Kukunti lang naman ang mga empleyado nito and they've kept their operations small. Kung kaya't kayang-kaya nilang i-ride out kung wala po silang budget, kung i-defund sila o i-zero ang kanyang budget. Pero nag-i-insist during the press conference na kailangan magpakita si VP Inday at ito daw ay obligasyon. Unfortunately for the congressmen, kung sila po ay nag-assert ng isang obligasyon, kailangan sabihin nila kung saan nanggagaling yung obligasyon na yon. Kung ito ay obligasyon sa ilalim ng batas, madali naman pong ikot kung anong batas yon. Kung ito ay obligasyon sa ilalim ng saligang batas, all the more it would be easier for them to find. However, hindi po nila ginagawa yon. Instead, sinasabi nila na kailangan i-defend niya yung budget. But the Vice President has said, hindi niya i-defend. You can do whatever you please. Mayroon pa ngang instance kung saan si Congressman J.J. Suarez ay nagsasabing, paano yun kung walang sweldo ang inyong mga empleyado? Sabi ni Vice, kahit noon pa, ready sila. How they're going to do that, hindi naman niya sinabi, but the point being here is that no matter what happens, the OVP is ready. However, during the press conference, si representative ng Ako Bicol, si Kong Jill, I forgot his last name, ang sabi niya ganito, well, if she's not interested in defending the budget at andun siya sa beach, baka hindi na daw siya interesado sa duties and obligations as Vice President. In which case, they can ask her daw to step down. Excuse me, Congressman ng Ako Bicol, wala po kayong K, magsabi niyan. Hindi nanggaling ang mandato ni VP sa inyo. Nanggaling yan sa mga tao na bumoto sa kanya. At kung sakasakali man, and it's clearly obvious that you are projecting na hindi siya interesado, she has continued her work, by the way. But if you think that she is not interested, wala pa rin sa inyo, mga kongresista magsabi niyan. Maliban lang, of course, kung ito ay pumapasok sa impeachable offense at kung may grounds. Nagsabi naman si Kong Gonzales, kung di po ako nagkakamali, na betrayal daw ito of the public trust. Pero hindi niya inaamin na aabot yung betrayal of public trust na yan to the point of impeachment. Lahat ng mga kongresista at the press conference ayaw aminin na mayroon silang iniisip na impeachment. However, the fact that they brought it up at hindi sila mga taga-Makabayan bloc, it seems that they are trying to use this either as a threat or as a foreshadowing of what is to come. As a threat, it falls flat. Alam na natin na may nagtatangka dyan at hindi naman sinisikreto ng Makabayan Bloc yung kanilang mga intensyon. Again, what is this all about? Again, the Vice President has repeatedly reiterated, it's about 2028. This entire exercise on the budget is simply a do not vote for Inday Sara operation. Okay? Lista na sa kalye na naman at sinisigaw mag-resign si VP Inday. Sa tingin ko, pakananang tatlong makabayad yan. Okay. Let's be clear. Hindi tayo galit sa kanila na nagrarally sila. Ha? Kasi ginagawa natin yun. Okay? What we don't agree is the reason kung bakit nagrarally sila. At ang reason na yon ay dahil gusto nilang patalsikin yung pinaka-trusted na na public servant at saka yung tao na pinakamataas ang mandato na nakuha sa eleksyon. Sabi ni Grocery, ginagawa lang ata nila ito para matakpan nila yung issue tuloy. Okay, this matakpan thing, I get it, yes, sagutan yan. Pero I think matakpan is not exactly the right term. Kasi hindi naman yung brains natin are capable of more than one issue at a time. So let's stop using that matakpan. But this is their answer. Kumbaga, hindi takpan kasi obviously that's not gonna work. Okay, let's be precise in our arguments. They're doing this because, well, I think that itong issue ng KVP Inday ay nag-umpisa long before we found out about the gold issue. Yung gold issue na yan, they have been successful in keeping it quiet. Kung hindi lang ni-report nga ng Esquire, hindi naman tayo naka-discover niyan Esquire yung naglabas niyan And it wasn't about VP Inday. So I think those two are unrelated. The point being here is that they want to keep going after the VP, not just because meron silang mga kasalanan, there's that, but also because they want to get rid of her. They want her to not win any election, assuming aabot tayo sa election, because they are as much vested in not having any elections as we are. Gusto nila sila pa rin tuloy-tuloy. So, let's be precise here. They want Inday out of the way. It isn't about the issues they get involved in. Bakit? When did they care? When did they really care about how they look or what we say about them? Yun nga nagsasabi tayong hair follicle test, kayang-kaya nila tayong i-ignore. What makes you think that any other issue here needs to be covered up? No, they want Inday out of the way. They want her discredited. They want her, in fact, if she was out of office, they would be very, very happy about that because then wala siyang platform. Okay, Ma'am Spirit times like a million. Okay, Ma'am Spirit times 31. At KRB. Sabi ni Alvin, kailan po uli ang second hearing ng good government? Good governance. Wala naman pong sinabi. Sabi ni Bigos, linyahan ng mga pink sa amin ngayon, in fairness daw at maganda ang pamamalakad ni BBM. Saan naman nila nakita yun? Anyari sa Never Again? O nga Why do you ask about odds? Sabi ni Ma'am Diane Kim, what are the odds na ituloy yung impeachment? I think kasi kulang yung numbers nila sa Senate. Why do you're asking the chances because tataya kayo? Why are you asking odds? Ma'am, ganito yun There's no standard or basis. I don't understand questions that ask, what are the chances? What are the odds? What are the ganon? Guys, do you understand the expressions that you are using? These are betting terms. Kaya po tinatanong niya na what are the odds is because usually tataya ka. Long shot ba ito? Marami the odds are in your favor, mga ganyan. But when you ask me that, and I'm very precise with my words, I will tell you that I have no standard for determining the odds of an impeachment. What I do know is that they want it. Okay? But the only thing balancing that interest out is the fact that it might make VP Inday the underdog. And it might push the military or whoever into an action that they wouldn't want. Tingnan nyo, yung mga trolls, mga Sara, Ulo, Pusit, Lustay. And I know who says that, kung sino yung vlogger na ginagaya ninyo. And yung vlogger na yon, alam nyo, hindi ka nais-nais at hindi nyo dapat ginagaya. Kasi name calling lang po ang ginagawa niya. Paano ka makaka-convince ng mga tao? Wag mo itong boboto. Kasi, di ba, wala, you're just making fun of her name. You're just making fun of her without substantiating it. So ano naman klaseng argumento yung name calling na yan? That's the lowest, pinaka-kanal, pinaka-class, pinaka-walang value kind of political discourse. Sus! Come on, I mean, really? Pupunta kayo dito para magsabi ng ganyan, tapos yung gagayahin nyo, yung pinakakanal din na na vlogger. Wow. Thank you kay Ma'am Rachel. Bontoy says, di po ba mag-apply ang 6713 sa mga kongresista? Nag-a-apply po. Pero yung matatanggal sila sa opisina, iba po yun. Kasi kahit i-administrative case sila sa ombudsman o i-criminal, kahit criminal case, hindi sila matatanggal bilang kongresista unless the ethics committee says so. So, kung ang punto ninyo ay matanggal sila, you're barking up the wrong tree. That is the correct expression, ha? Salamat sa mga nag-share. Thank you kay Aini Natalie. Thank you kay RB. Mayong gabi, Ma'am Lai. Arman says, yung sila na nag-allocate ng budget ng VP tapos gusto pa din nila attendin ng budget hearing si VP, mga buwang talaga. Totoo yun. Hindi ba in-announce pa nga ni Congresswoman Kimbo na 700 plus million na lang po ang i-allocate nila sa Office of the Vice President. Pero gusto pa rin na siya yung dumalo. Sila na nga yung nag-set kung magkanong ibibigay nila sa OVP. Tapos gusto pa rin nila na dumalo at i-justify ni VP yan. Anong i-justify niya? Sila na nga ang nag-set. Thank you kay Natalie. Pichi Cruces, kapal din ang mukha ng mga congressmen na nagpa-press conference dahil hindi sumipot si VP. Yung taga Bicol, yabang na nagsabi na mag-resign na lang si VP. Actually, what he said is, we can ask her to step down and let the people decide who needs to resign. O yun, tama yun. Diba? Mas malaki kaya yung mandato ni VP Inday kaysa sa kanya. At hello, Vice President yun. Sabi ni Mami Yaya, sobra na paninira ng admin na ito kay VP, mas dumadami ang suporta kay Inday, dinadaya ng admin ng surveys para mind conditioning para hindi mahirap sa pandaraya sa eleksyon. This is something that we have to remember. Our defense of VP Inday must always be active. Hindi yung passive na, ay, huwag mong pansinin yung issue na yan. Hindi. Pagdating kay VP Inday, we must speak up. Basta VP Inday. For two reasons. Number one, active defense, of course, para alam ng mga nampupusit dyan na nagbabantay tayo at pinoprotektahan natin yung mandatong binigay natin kay VP Inday. Number two, the more often we mention her name, the better it is for her. Okay? That is also a form of reminding people of who the future candidates are going to be. Hindi natin pwede pabayaan na mabaon siya sa limot. Maraming salamat, Jing. What is my take on Philip Salvador? Sabi ni Mariel Pahar. Okay, ganito yon. I believe in party politics. And I believe that if we're going to support a party, we support everybody in that party. Kasi baka may makalusot na kalaban. That being said, I think that Philip Salvador is a weak candidate. Weak in mind, I mean intellect, sorry, and weak in following. I mean, kailan ba yung last na pelikula niya? Normally, as a matter of strategy, may mga political parties talaga na nagsasama ng artista o kaya nagsasama ng super yaman na negosyante. These are strategic. Alam niyo na kung bakit. Panghatak ng boto, panghatak ng pondo. But, in this case, in the case of Philip Salvador, I see no advantage for the party na nandyan siya. At ang dinig ko ay mayroong isang kandidato din na nagpasok sa kanya dahil works niya. I think that this is the worst kind of what? Nepotism ba ang tawag doon? Na ipapasok mo kaibigan mo sa senatorial lineup and for what? Para maubos ang pera ng PDP. PDP cannot afford a whole lot of candidates. So they should be supporting strong candidates that have, the intellectual backing for that. Bakit intellect? Kasi makikipagbardagulan ka. You will be arguing. You will be telling the people, vote for me because ganito. Because I know better. Itong kabilang kandidato sabi ganito. Tapos pwede natin pagtawanan. Diba? So, for me, he's a weak candidate and does not deserve the endorsement of the PDP. Yan ba yung self-proclaimed ghostwriter daw siya ni Sas? Hindi. Mas kanal pa dun. Rozel's dad says, wag na lang pansinin ng mga trolls. Ayoko nga. Pinansin ko na eh. Tapos ngayon niya sasabihin, wag pansinin. Hindi na rin po. Iba na po ngayon. Yung mga resibo-resibo na sinasabi ninyo, iba na po. Iba po yung basis para dun sa troll farm dun sa sa Mandaluyong. Ito yung mga trolls na hinahire ng Malacanang. Thank you kay Ma'am Spirit times 12 at kay RB times 3. So, hindi na po ganyan. Old school na po yan. Buwanan po ang kanilang sweldo ngayon. Ang importante ay basta makapost sila, whether or not sagutin. Thank you, Ma'am Spirit times 20. Sabi ni Remigio Rolion Jr., attorney ka, di ba? Ask yourself. Kayo yung nagtatanong tapos ask yourself, oh my goodness. I think that you're the kind of person who meets with a lot of middle fingers in his life. My goodness. You're not worth the spit I'd spend on you. Sabi ni Den, will you give us a list of senatorial candidates? Yes, once we have the final list of who are going to be candidates. Dito de Torres says, kultura na sa Pilipinas pag wala na sa pwesto ang Pangulo tsaka makakasuhan. Kaya si BBM after 2028, asahan nyo, tatambak ang kaso. Daming anomalya ng mga kaalyado. Yun na nga, that's why ayaw nilang bumaba. Sabi ni C1, 700 something na lang daw kasi papambili pa ni Kimbo ng Hermes. Actually, the congressmen also are angry kasi binunyag, the VP Inday blew the lid on their tongpats in Congress. Sabi ni Gallows God, so Jill has finally articulated what the HORs have really been trying to do. The idiot. Oh my goodness. He sounded nervous saying it too. Oh nga. Sabi ni Diane, the only way to know if the dayain yung election is for PRD to run because it's impossible for him to lose. Thank you, K.I. Natalie, time 6. Antonio says, paano na yan pag pinagbibenta ang, para lang sila may mga bulsa, We don't know that yet. Rafi says, by now for sure, nasa crosshairs na nina KLC and other social media personalities, sina JJ Suarez at yung mga stooges na kasama niya sa press conference nila. Looking forward to seeing their SOCMED accounts going private after the skeletons in their closets are exposed. Na-expose na nga yung mga relo ng mga yan, di ba? Sabi ni Alan, weak nga si Robin pero nag-top siya sa boto. Did you hear what I said? Weak dun sa paghatak ng boto. Robin was never weak sa paghatak ng boto. When Robin ran, he was still at the top of his game. Gumagawa pa siya ng pelikula at may fans pa siya. So, yeah, sorry, big diff. Ang laki naman ng difference, number one. Number two, si Robin may capability kahit paano intindihin yung procedures sa Senado. I am not very sure about Philip Salvador. So what? Are you defending him? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying kaya ni Ipe? Raymond says, bigyan ng sheriff punch yung mga nagpa-presko ng mga to. Ay nako. Sabi ni Kenneth ang tingin ng mga pink o basta ibang panig ay na-corner na daw ang Duterte. Naniwala ka naman, wala na daw silang career. Una-una, PRD is retired. Napipilitan lang siya magsalita para sa bayan. Hey, sa totoo lang, he would have wanted to just, read books, relax, enjoy his grandchildren time, mga ganyan. But no. Ito maganda si 123 Real. I educate tricycle drivers every time I ride one. Sometimes cashiers, all kinds of masa. Good one, ma'am. Thank you kay Ma'am Spirit times 12, kay RB times 3, kay Wowie times 5, kay Ma'am Ellen's Beauty Shop, kay Natalie times 5. Ma'am Dayan, binasa ko na, wag na pong paulit-ulit. Bernie Castillo said, I agree po na weak candidate si Mr. Salvador. This is politics, ibang politika sa artista. Yes, kasi makikidebate. Kaya ba niya makipagdebate? Kaya ba niyang sagutin? Halimbawa, pag tinanong niyo siya, thank you kay Little Bella, pag tinanong niyo siya, kamusta naman ang dollar reserves ng central bank, paano siya sasagot? Bakit pa ulit-ulit ka ng tanong, Kenneth? Hindi nga na-corner. That's wishful thinking on their part. Some people, they articulate it in the hopes that it's going to come true. Or that if they repeat it often enough, baka sakaling may maniwala sa kanila. Ikaw naman, tinutulungan mo sila. Bakit ganyan? Why, yung mga ganyan, do you understand the effects of your own words? See, this is the problem. A lot of people come to me, they're hurt because somebody spoke ill of them. Pero you don't even think about the things that you yourself repeat. Bakit mo tinutulungan yung kalaban by repeating the things that they say? You want it to get a bigger reach? You want them to win? Is that it? Are you really trolling us here? So yung mga ganyan na inuulit-ulit mo pa, bakit ganun? Bakit ganyan? Hindi mo ba alam that that's another strategy that they're using? Na kunwari nagtatanong lang, kaya nga merong yung trigger na nagtatanong lang po. Kunwari nagtatanong lang. Pero yung totoo nagpresenta na. Thank you kay Ann Cabral tsaka kay XR. Thank you kay Tweetams. Thank you kay Ellen's Beauty Shop times 7, kay Randy times 3, kay XR uli. Kay Natalie times 6, kay Ann Cabral times 2, kay Tweetams. Excuse me. Kay Bay Joan, kay Ma'am Ellen, kay Ann Cabral times 6. Kay Danghag, okay, kay Bay Joan, kay Jess Ordillas, kay Little Bellas, kay Ray Macatol, kay Gerald, kay Melissa Libre, kay Spirit times 20, kay Ma'am Ann Cabral, kay XR, kay Ma'am Ann, kay Tepen 2000, kay XR, kay Tweetums, kay Randy times 3, kay Ann Cabral times 2, kadiri. Kay Paul, kay Melissa Libre, kay Bay Joan, kay Reyes Macatol, kay Lynn Cañales, kay Ann Cabral uli, kay RB, kay Tweetums, kay Melissa Libre, kay Reyes, kay Paul, times 3. Okay. Thank you kay Kitty Golfer. Kaya pala binentang BSP Gold Reserve para maibalik ang Talyano Gold, sabi ni Rog. Funny! Ginong says, matalino ng mga botante, dapat hindi na sinama si Philip. I agree. Sino si Epi? Aray ko, ang sakit naman nun, attorney, para kay Epi. Sinong Epi? Who are you talking about? And I never mentioned an Epi. Sabi ni Lito de Torres, why no one have the guts to file impeachment? Is it about guts? When he has blatant violation of law, RA 6713 and PD 46, habang kay Sara wala pa namang nilalabag na batas pero pinapaugong na agad ang impeachment. Anong guts ang sinasabi ninyo? Guts ba yung kulang? O kulang yung prinsipyo? Tandaan po ninyo, Kongreso yan. Oo. Epi is Philip Salvador. Ipe yung nickname. Eh, bakit Epi ang sinasabi? Mel Guyver says, ubus na siguro ang ways na Congress na matrap si VP, kaya stick to plan na lang sila na paulit-ulit na hearing. Ma'am Suzanne says, watching habang nag-aalaga ng pasyente, caregiver in Israel, OFW, blooming po kayo ma'am, ang ganda pa rin kahit naiinis sa mga tools. Hindi po ako naiinis sa mga tools, nagugulat lang ako at the level kung gano'ng kababa yung intelligence. Thank you kay Tita Joy. Tepen says, sabi ko po, work ko, mas okay si BBM, nang ka-work ko, mas okay si BBM kasi wala daw mga balita against him. Ayaw nila maglumabas sa echo chamber. Ha? Thank you kay Davao Investment times 3. Tita Joy, thank you. Uli. Better na rin po meron mag-file ng impeachment with good grounds, well narrated and made public. Well, unang-una, i-inoculate nyo lang siya pag na-dismiss yun. So you don't, ganito ha, hindi basta-basta po ang pag-file ng impeachment. True, it's towards the end of the year, pero pag nag-file ka ng impeachment at ma-dismiss yun, inoculated na siya kasi 1 lang per year. O, hindi rin pwede na mag-file kayo ng impeachment na malapit masyado sa eleksyon. Bawal din po yun. So, sa totoo lang, take these things into consideration kasi bahagi din yan ng strategiya. Thank you kay No to Cyber Criminals, kay Jess Ordillas, kay okay. Lai says, ang kilig naman here po. Sige, continue lang po. As usual, kinig lang po. Sinishare ko na lang sa kasamahan ko sa work at sa mga drivers na Grab or taxi na sinasakyan ko. Oh, you're welcome, ma'am. And thank you very much for that. If senators will file impeachment to Marcos after election, PDP majority will win. Excuse me, hindi po pwede mag-file ang senador. Unless yun nga, complain na siya, but they cannot. They cannot. Ano na yun, kasi sila yung judge eh. Thank you kay Ma'am Spirit at saka thank you rin po kay Rick. Ma'am Spirit times 5. Ricky Chua says, I don't understand why PDP approved Philip Salvador in their senatorial lineup. Right now, I think many of those who are announced as final are still just nominations. Nagkahiyaan na lang po during the assembly. You're right, Ricky. It weakens the lineup. Macrofile says, bakit di kino-call out ng Supreme Court yung kangaroo court ng Congress? Because the Supreme Court cannot. They decide cases that are filed before them. Hindi sila pwedeng epal, bawal ang epal kasi tignan nyo, mga epal sila, kung final yung kaso, aabot sa kanila, di bias na kaagad. They cannot. They're supposed to be objective. I don't understand, ha? Okay, guys, sorry, people of the Philippines, may tanong ako. Paano nagkaroon o kumalat ang idea na pwede na ang Supreme Court na mang-epal? Na pwede ang Supreme Court mag-call out? Na pwede ang Supreme Court makialam? Sino nagkalat ng maling impormasyon na yun? And why are so many people asking about that? The Supreme Court will not intervene unless a case is filed before them. Kasi imagine niyo, mang-epal sila. Tapos yung kaso umabot sa kanila. How can they be objective? When they have taken a stand, they are not allowed to take a stand until the case comes in and they have to decide. And that decision will not be based on their political beliefs. That decision will be based on the facts of the law and on reasoning. Okay? I do not understand. Hindi na po ba tinuturo ang branches of government sa high school at sa college? Why am I getting these questions so often? Bakit iniisip ng kahit sino na pwedeng makialam ang Supreme Court kahit wala pang kaso? Who is responsible for this kind of reasoning? May mga influencers ba na nagsabi ng ganyan? Pakisabi naman sa akin para ma-call out na. Namamangha ako at this travesty na minsan nagagalit pa ang ibang mga tao sa Korte Suprema kasi daw hindi gumagalaw. This is so wrong. The reason we can trust the Supreme Court in its objectivity is precisely because hindi sila nang e-epal. Well, that's just one. Thank you kay Ma'am Spirit. Times 5 times 6. Final na po ba na si Philip Salvador sa Senate lineup ng PDP? Hindi pa yan sure until the filing of candidacies. And even after that, it will depend rin kung bibigyan niya ng PDP ng certificate ng CONA. Kung hindi siya mabigyan, then hindi na talaga. Bakit niyo ako pinangangaralan kung ano nickname ni Ipe? Kilala ko naman siya. Ay, hindi ko naiintindihan, ang daming comments about his nickname. Hindi ko naiintindihan. Bakit? Bakit niyo pinapakilala siya sa akin? Kilala ko naman siya. Ito yung problema. Kahit si Tatay Digong, hindi niya naisulong ang death penalty. And was that part of his campaign? No. He wanted it, yes. Pero hindi na niya isinama. Bakit? Kasi magkakaobligasyon ka, but hindi mo maipupush. Kasi nga, ang lakas ng mga lobby against it. So, ano yun? Mangangako ka. Tapos, right off the bat, talo na kaagad dahil wala kang numbers. So, wag naman yung mga obvious na talo na issues. Kasi that's not fair. Sabi ni Rick, Batong nagsusulong ng death penalty. O, saan ang umabot? Naka-second reading ba? Wala. Hindi makasulong. It's not popular enough yet. It's not and it's very difficult already to justify because of the scientific evidence that's already coming in. Patatutini says, Erap started it all having entertainers in Congress and he blamed Cory for it, having him booted out as the longtime mayor of San Juan. Ano yon? Revenge. Revenge candidacy. Franco says, baka po after ni Attorney Roque, ikaw naman po isusunod ni Tamba. Attorney, kakagigil na sila. Diyos ko, kung alam mo lang. Diyos ko, Ginoo ko. Ano naman ang iaano niya sa akin? Wala naman akong kliyenteng pwede niyang tirahin ng ganyan. Grabe, 2 taon na nakaraan pero tumatak lang talaga sa admin is coke. Sweet Sexy Thing says, sa mga Senate and Congress witch hunt hearings yan, hindi kaya nata-turn off sa atin ang foreign investors. Tapos ang mahal na ng kuryente, tubig, pagkain, tapos tumataas pa crime rate. Ay, sad but true. No. DC said, is it possible to amend the Constitution requirements about running for Senate like it should be a lawyer? That's not going to pass. It will be unconstitutional. So, papalitan mo yung Constitution, that will make it unfair. Ganito po kasi yun. The idea is for representation. Pero, in order to get wide representation, ginagawa natin na mababa lang yung level ng mga requirements. On the other hand, if you put it in the Constitution and it passes, the courts will have no choice but to accept it. But, I don't know kung pag i-challenge yan, baka it might have a tough time getting through the Supreme Court. Ma'am, hindi po yan ang tinanong ko. Sabi ni Ma'am Angel, nagtanong ka kasi what's IPE, kaya siguro daming nag-comment ng tinanong ko what's EPI. Ang laki naman po ng difference ng EPI sa IPE. Hindi ba baliktad? Baka hindi niyo po narinig. Kilala ko si IPE and I have been calling him that. That the problem is, may nagsabi na EPI. So sabi ko, sino si EPI? Uy, thank you dun sa nagpadala ng lipstick ba yan? Love painting. Thank you kay Datsky, that's me. Taray Ang cute nun, Sabi ni James, the shade! Which one? Natawa naman ako kay James. Tatakbo po ba si Cayetano? Kada issue si Takay FPRD, no comment kasi siya. At kung dati hate niya sobra si Marcos, but now nakikita ko na din siya sa party ni Marcos. Di ba andun siya sa Duran Duran party? Hi, thank you kay Datsky, that's me. Sabi ni James, pinapansin niyo yung di naman kagalingan. Bakit? Sa tingin niyo magaling yon? Great Wall says, based sa mga graduate at maiiwan sa Senate, basa ko na po yan. What will they get kapag nag-resign si VP? Sino at paano mag-choose ng next VP? Yan ang sagot dyan ng motibo nila. Alam niyo ba, ma'am, kung sino ang magiging next VP pag nag-resign si Inday o na-impeach? Sino mga hindi nagbabasa ng saligang batas? Loka lang. Okay, ganito nangyayari. When there's a vacancy in the presidency, the vice president becomes the president. Thank you, Kay. Please an army times 4. Okay. But when the vacancy is in the office of the vice president, the president will choose from either the House or the Senate. And it is affirmed by the two houses. Gets nyo? So pag walang bakante ang office of the vice president, the president chooses at mamimili siya from Congress or the Senate. Tapos ia-affirm. Alam niyo na. What's your take sa pagpunit ni Risa sa picture ni Sarah? Number 1, hindi ko pinapansin yan si Risa, and I don't encourage people to do so. So, halatang-halata naman napapansin na gimmick yun. Meron pang papunit-punit ng gano'n. Tapos, wow, kadiri pa the way they were making punit. Parang, gano'n. Ay, yak. Papansin, sobra. Huwag na nun natin suklian ng pansin itong mga panis na gimmick. Gimmick halatang halata. O ngayon, syempre, sinuklian si Senator Risa at ang daming may nag-flash ng picture niya sa toilet, may mga nagtapak-tapak sa kanya, and so on. Pero ang totoo niyan, ayoko talaga siyang pansinin kasi ang cheap na nga ng gimmick, tapos susuklian niya ng pansin, parang lumalabas, nag-succeed siya. Kahit galit tayo, wag pansinin yung mga ganun. Pansinin natin issues. Halimbawa, yung kanyang paglalapastangan sa mga karapatan natin, paglalapastangan ng doktrina na everyone is presumed innocent until proven otherwise. Yung ginagawa niyang hunting grounds ang Senado, thank you K3 is an army, at ginagawa niyang parang soapbox niya. Doon siya naghahanap ng ewan ko, nagwi-witch hunt siya doon. Hindi naman siya kailangan pang lumayo. Dory Chua asks, seriously po, I wonder why the Supreme Court is silent about Congress acting like lawyers. Because, ma'am, they're a court. Bawal epal. Could you please answer me this? Why would you think that the court can intervene? Why would you think that the court can do something actively? Why would you think that the court does things other than decide cases? Saan po nakuha yung idea na yun? Sino yung nagpapakalat na pwede nilang gawin yan? Ma'am, bakit naiisip ninyo na pwedeng makialam ang Korte Suprema? They're a court. Naghahain ng kaso sa kanila, sa harap nila. Hindi sila pwedeng mag-epal, hindi sila pwedeng mag-announce, hindi sila pwedeng mag-call out, hindi sila pwedeng mag-kahit ano. Because then they will no longer be objective. Pag umakit ang kaso sa kanila at meron na silang nasabi, paano kung sabihin nila, for instance lang, na etong si Tambi, hindi tama yung mga ginagawa niya, tapos may nag-file ng kaso laban sa kanya. Paano yan magiging objective? A court cannot take sides. A court cannot be epal. They cannot make pronouncements without a case. Sinong nagkalat ng fake news na ito na pwedeng makialam ang Korte Suprema? Again, I will reiterate this because I really want to know sino yung may masamang intensyon na nagsabi kasi form ito ng paninira sa hukuman. Pinapalabas ninyo na pwede mag-intervene ang hukuman. Hindi talaga pwede. So you're trying to make it look weak, you're trying to make them look inutil, what? That is not in their power.